Coach, I'm sure you're disappointed, but would you open us up here with an opening comment?
Yeah. No, clearly it was a frustrating night, but maybe not for the reasons everybody's expecting me to talk about. It was frustrating because of our rebounding effort, and it was frustrating because of what we allowed Raina Frost to do. And a lot of credit goes to her and their plan. And, I think there's a lot of ways to win games. Clearly, we didn't shoot the ball. But I was proud of the team for kind of reaching down and finding a way to get themselves back into it and give them a chance to win in a tough night. But, all the credit in the world goes to Central Michigan. They're good. And, and now we'll see what we're made of, after our first bit of adversity this year and see how we move forward.
Brady, right from the start, it looked like your team was kind of tense, maybe jittery. They didn't look comfortable. Is that something that you detected before the game? Any inkling?
No, this team has been a pretty loose basketball team all year. I didn't really sense anything. I mean, maybe they could, or Mo could speak to that a little bit more, but no, not really. I think what we did there in the first half was play very offensively sensitive. We started missing shots, and it affected what we were doing on the other end. And then in the second half, we quit worrying about that as much, and I think you saw some different stuff. But, if we're going to be that fragile when a couple shots don't go in early, I don't think that that's who we are.
Free throws were way down, too.
Oh, man.
That seemed to be something different we haven't seen early in the season.
Yeah, it was brutal. You can't go 8 for 18 in this kind of a game and expect to win, and that was disappointing. And we've kind of struggled there a little bit all year. We seem to have turned the corner, leading up to this one, and then boy, it snowballed on us. So credit Central Michigan; they played great free throw defense.
Moriah, going into the fourth quarter, I think you guys were down 14. What changed from the end of the third quarter to when you made that run to tie in the fourth?
Our team, we're not going to quit just because we're down. And, we haven't seen that this year, but we've been in those situations before. So we knew what we had to do. We had to get stops on defense, rebound the ball, and then run like we always do, and that's what we did.
Coach, for a little bit of silver lining in there, whenever you guys started to battle back, what did you like from what you saw in that fourth quarter from the team that allowed you to get back in it?
Man, I appreciate that question. Silver lining, I like that. No, you saw a lot of pride out on the floor. There's a reason we're 11-1. There's a reason we were 11-0 coming into it. And I think I don't want to say it's been easy getting to 11-0, but we've been making shots and playing at this high-speed pace, and today was just to grind it out, what you would expect a kind of a championship game to look like, So to see the team kind of shed that, we're just a bunch of shot makers and get back into getting down and playing physical and tough and making those kind of plays and really giving ourselves a chance to win. We turned them over 26 times, and that was the reason we had a chance. We took relatively good care of the ball. So definitely some good things right there, and it's easy to look at your shooting percentage and go, well, if we'd have made some shots, we'd have won, okay, but that's just not the game of basketball. Sometimes you got to win ugly, and credit Central Michigan because they won ugly tonight.
Coach, you mentioned that this kind of like a championship game feel. Do you anticipate, these types of games throughout the rest of the competition?
Well, I told the team all 11-0 did, leading up to now, is just make the target that much bigger. And so we're going to get everybody's best shot, and we got to want it. We got to embrace it. I think everybody in that locker room is fine with that. So yeah, like, Central was coming off 2 losses, and so they clearly came into this with something to prove. And, here we are, the 11-0 team that everybody's talking about, and I'm sure Central had something to prove with that. And so, that's what we're going to have to play against, And we've, for a long time, we've gotten ourselves to a point in the program where, like, we're a big game for people. If they can beat us, they kind of show themselves, hey, we're pretty good. So we've had to play against that a lot. But, as you get into conference play, it just gets amped up a little bit. So, but yeah, unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, when you get 2 teams as good as Central and us are that score the way we do, you get a clunker like this. I don't know what it is. And whatever team can be the toughest gets out of here with winning that clunker, and they feel really good, and we don't. And I don't know that they played great, but I can guarantee you we didn't. And so, but it's amazing just, how differently their bus feels opposed to our locker room right now.
Right, out on the floor, speaking of that 11-0, did you get the sense that they kind of looked at your target, your 11-0, and came in with something to prove? Did you feel like they played any harder because of that? What do you think about it?
No, I think they always play like that. And like Coach just said, everyone comes in and plays their best against us. And, that's just what they do. And, that's kind of like compliment to us almost, just because they want to come in and they want to prove themselves that they can beat us. But, Central came in and they didn't play great, but we didn't play any better, so.
So is this kind of a lesson for you guys that you're going to get this kind of shot from everybody as you go forward here?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Coach, what was your message to the team after the game ended? After they followed it way back and then fell into it.
I don't know that it was any different other than, it was a disappointed locker room. But, we usually talk about the things we didn't do well, and we talk about the things we did. And, so we talked about the rebounds. We talked about rain of frost. We talked about missing some free throws. And I think we all had the feeling that, a lot of these things that got us beat today, we were in control of, and that's the toughest one. Look, if Central would have come out and played, like the Warriors, and they'd have beat us, like, you kind of shake their hand and roll. Raina Frost did. She whooped us, and you credit her. She almost single-handedly won them that game with the way she played, the ones where you kind of shoot yourself in the foot with some missed free throws and, some turnovers in transition where we had basically a layup if we just pass and catch. Those are things that will haunt you a little bit. But, listen, we're at conference play now, so you don't have a whole lot of time to wallow in your sorrows. We'll take tomorrow off, and then we'll be in the gym Monday and Tuesday, play Wednesday. And it's going to be that schedule for the next 2 months. We quickly got to forget this one and maybe let it have a bad taste in our mouth and get ready to play a Miami team that's playing with a whole lot of confidence right now.
Do you feel like because of the way you played, this will be an easy one for your team to kind of put in the past and move on, or are you going to have to coax them through it?
Well, Doug, I don't know. We haven't lost all year. I don't know how we're going to handle it. But I told them, we'll see how we handle adversity. We'll see what we're made of now, and really all we've had to do is be front runners, through the first 2 months of the season. Well, now we got to really bow our necks and we got to look ourselves in the mirror from top to bottom. And we got to fix what got us the loss, so that's the part I'll be interested to see on Monday, what team walks into the gym. And not only what team walks in, but how we practice, how we prepare, and then what we come out and do on Wednesday.
Moriah, you've been
How
in
do
the
you
conference
expect-
this year. Most of these teams have winning records.
Yeah. No, it's
The opener with the conference team.
Yeah, way up. 11 of our 12 teams came in with winning records into the league, which is a credit to everybody out there and what they're doing. I think RPI-wise, we're the 8th best conference in the country. We've got, 6, 7 teams in the top 100 in the RPI right now. Like, it's legit. So that's the thing. Like, it's easy to focus on, and this was a big game coming out of the chute, us versus Central, and I get it. But, there's 6 or 7 other ones, if not more, that are just as good. And so, that's just what this league is built to. There's just no sisters of the poor in the league this year. That's just the way it is, and, I'm proud to be a part of this league with what it's done, and because it's taken a lot of hard work from a lot of coaches to get their programs to that point, and now it's just going to be an absolute war, for the next 2 months, because every night it's going to be a good team.
Moriah, how do you expect you as players will kind of bounce back here in the next few days? And as a senior, is there anything you want to do with the group in terms of getting them focused again and back on the right track?
No, I don't think that we need to be refocused. I think that we know what we did wrong, and that we'll have to come into practice and fix the things that we did wrong, or we'll keep repeating this over and over again against good teams. But I think that we'll come in ready to go and ready to take it out on the next team that we play on Wednesday.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.